5 days this year, and she missed almost half of last year. Then there's the troubled 8-year-old boy no school wants. Frank Pangello looks at how our education system appears to be failing kids who need the most help.
It is really bloody frustrating. Trying to get to school, trying to get a real good education, it is really frustrating.
I battle every day at home with him, and I also have to battle every day at school. It's 24 hours a day. She's going to cry.
That too, frustrated parents of 2 troubled kids who just don't or can't fit in with the state's education system.
We had no problems at primary school. No problems at all until she went to high school and she got in and these started bullying her. That's when we started having the hassles, and because she stands up and retaliates because she was the one that was getting enough for retaliating.
14-year-old Alicia Carter has only managed to go to school for just 5 days this year.
Do you want to go to school?
Yes.
Why can't you go?
Because they won't let me.
He's 8 years old. He's below a 5-year-old's learning capacity, and it's through all the school he's missed.
While 8-year-old Alexander Santoro is so hard to manage that he regularly gets banned by his school.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but we've had a struggle. And you've got to fight, you've got to fight, and you've got to fight.
Yeah, I'm trying to ring and try to get my daughter an education.
Ray Jeffrey claims he's getting nowhere with the education department to find a school that will take his daughter.
I keep ringing up the education department, the minister's office, the Ruggles Rand's office, trying to get her into school. And it's just like belting her head against a brick wall, not getting anywhere.
Alicia claims she had been bullied to the extent that she has refused to return to Lefevre High School, which in turn doesn't seem to want her back.
What would you like them to do?
To get me back into school and for me to be settled.
It's now developed into a stalemate because the education department is telling us that Ray is really the problem.
How does Alicia spend her day? What does she do?
Run around and playing ball or going out somewhere with a sister just to kill the time. It's just boredness.
The education department say they bent over backwards trying to get Alicia to school this year, even offering a bus to take her to a specialist school 20 kilometres from where she lives. Yet they claim Ray is just refusing to cooperate.
I've asked them to do with the truancy. They won't because they know they're in the wrong.
It seems to run in the family. Alicia's older sister, 16-year-old Crystal, also dropped out of school last year.
You weren't troublemakers, were you?
No. We kind of mixed with some troublemakers, end up getting out of that problem. It's not a good place to be, and making a lot of trouble isn't a good thing to do.
Fire and water. I couldn't describe it any better than that.
It's a far different scenario for Alexander Santoro, who was a handful even for his mum, Rebecca.
He shows me he has got a beautiful side, a beautiful nature, very caring side. Loves animals, loves smaller kids. And then there's the fire. And that's extreme behaviour.
Alexander has a range of disorders, from ADHD to Asperger's syndrome, which is often totally misunderstood and mismanaged by educators.
For him, in the mainstream school, in a mainstream-sized class, even with full support that he's getting from SSO support, it's not conducive. He is not learning, he's not being educated.
Every month in South Australia, up to 40 children are diagnosed with autism spectrum disorders like Asperger's. Rebecca says there needs to be a specialist school for these children.
Something has to be done because I can't educate him. You know, we can put a man on the moon, but we can't educate my 8-year-old child. It just to me seems ridiculous.
And while the education department dithers over what to do with Ray Jeffrey and whether to prosecute him for keeping Alicia home, she started yet another week doing what she did last week. Nothing.
They don't really want her being in school, they don't care anymore, and that does hurt me because it means my sister's not going to end up in a good job, not going to be able to do what she wants in life.
He certainly wouldn't learn much in 5 days. Frank Pangello with that report. Now, when he emerged in his swimming trunks in Casino Royale, Daniel Craig indicated